Hey everybody, in this video we are looking at example 3. So this is section 1, example 3, graphing another exponential function. This time we are graphing g of x equals 1/2 to the x. So as we saw in the most recent video, we are looking at y equals a times b to the x, where a is the initial value, b is your growth or your decay factor. Looking at examples 1 and 2, you could learn more about that. And let's get into it. This time we'll even talk about domain and range, which I did not touch on in the other video. I talked about some other things, so let's go. So if I rewrite this given example g of x into the structure that I just mentioned, I'm really looking at 1 times 1/2 to the x. So that makes 1 my initial value, 1/2 being that it's less than 1 is my decay factor. That would mean you could think of it as like 0.5. You could think of that as being that it's going down by 50%. Because 1 minus 0.5 happens to equal 0.5. So 1 is your original amount. 0.5 is the amount you're decreasing. 0.5 is the amount you're left with, right? So we're going down by 50% with our initial value. Then we have no shifting left, right, no shifting up, down. It's like minus 0 plus 0. So right 0, up 0. So that means your graph is kind of centered around the origin right over here. So if I go ahead and start graphing, I will start my initial value of 1. And then as I go to the right, I'm going to take half. So it's at a half, it's at a fourth, 1/8, 1/16, 1 over 32, 1 over 64, 1 over 128. Well, that's quite anticlimactic. That doesn't really show me much of anything. So as I go left, I will double it. So that 1 turns to 2, the 2 turns to 4. The 4 turns to 8. The 8 would be 16, and so on and so forth. As we discussed in the last video, that would mean the limit as x approaches negative infinity is infinity, and the limit as x approaches infinity would be 0. Our asymptote is y equals, the horizontal asymptote, y equals 0. We're getting closer and closer to that, or like I mentioned in the last video, all about our end behavior. And then last thing we're going to mention before we move on, just leaving a little cleaned up space right over here, let's go ahead and just talk about our domain and range. Our domain is describing our x values from left to right that are able to be used in this function. In this case, our domain would be from negative infinity to infinity. All exponential functions have a domain of all real numbers. And in this case, my range is going to be, being that it is got a positive a value, your range will always be from k until infinity. In that case, if it was a negative a value where you had a vertical reflection, then you would be going from negative infinity until the k value. And so in this case, I have a positive a value, the k value is 0, so my range is really going from 0 until infinity. And there we go. So there's your domain, your range, a little bit of chatting. I have my y equals 0 is my horizontal asymptote, and yeah, there's my graph. So hopefully that helped you. Hopefully you feel a little bit smarter right now. If you're happy and you know it, thumbs it up. Not thumbs it up, not so much. Go ahead, give it a thumbs down. Questions, comments, concerns, requests, and feedback, go in the comment section. Check the playlist at the end screen here, and check the description box for more. And bye for now. Adios.